Hello there everyone and welcome back to another little reaction review video here on my channel. It's time to listen to the song Crossroads by Daniel Zizka from Czechia, which is the Czech entry, clearly, for Eurovision 2026. Let's get straight to it and see what it's all about, shall we? Got a door. Some proper suspense for the opening with these kind of faded out impact hits on the percussion. Intriguing melodic line here on this little piano. I immediately like just the vibe that this is having. It's very suspenseful and quite quirky in terms of the actual writing here. The chords, the melodic lines on the piano. It's incredibly colorful. It's a little bit like Radiohead-esque in what it sets out to do with the whole mood of the track so far. That's wonderful. Percussion is a rather monumental one, as the vocals elevate this, the backing vocals in particular. That's a lovely long line, wow. That long note just kind of traverses different shifts and moods. The thing that really feels here, it's a very uneasy song. You feel a little bit, I feel a little uneasy about it. Like, where is it trying to go in terms of the mood? Because it feels uncertain itself in what it sets out to do here. I'm really captivated in what they tried to do with it. Those strings as well. A lot of depth in this. I love his vocal tone, I really do. I wish they actually wouldn't have killed the energy there. I'm really into it. I really am. I feel like I could have expanded that more. Maybe maintain a little bit more energy. We're building back. The elevation as well here with the vocal line. What's going on with the chords now? That's actually brilliant. Killing the entire instrumental, just hitting the percussion there. Really boost up the energy. Now the strings join in again. And you've got like these really elongated vocal lines. And the high notes. You've got the beating heart for the finale. What did I just listen to? That's fascinating. That's actually fascinating. I really don't know where to begin with this one. So many creative ideas in just kind of the songwriting aspect of this, because you don't really know where the chords want to move. You don't know where the melodic line wants to move in combination with these chords, because you feel it from the very beginning with this piano line. It's not going to the predictable patterns or melodic like resolutions at any point, really. It feels like it's doing its own thing. And that results in really creating this uneasy feeling, like there's something a little bit distracting and a little bit discomforting about really listening to it, because it's very difficult to pinpoint the emotion that the song wants to transmit. And that kind of, I feel like that probably reflects a lot in what the song is actually about, like the uncertainty, a certain discomfort, and really just being unsure about where things are supposed to lead and what really drives the song forward. It feels like each part of the song really tries to explore while we're listening, like we as listeners explore the song at the same time as it's exploring itself, because you can't really predict what's going to happen next within the song. And I feel like that kind of unpredictability is so fascinating to listen to. And what really ties everything together is honestly a fantastic vocal recording here, I have to say, that mostly consists of, you know, long elongated notes, some of them high, some of them low, mostly high, but also with like this kind of elevation that you feel occurs throughout the track leading into these choruses. It feels like the vocals know what kind of emotion to transmit, but the song doesn't really know how to pair with that. And this kind of, I guess you call it like a dichotomy, or just a contrast, really, to really provide this uncertain feeling to the song. I'm so intrigued by that, I gotta say. And really, melodically, I guess it's not the most striking and memorable track out there, but the emotional memorability of the song is so poignant in here. I feel like because of what they do in terms of both the arrangement, but also like mainly the composition of the song, the feelings that I receive when I listen to it, and the feelings that I really experience when the song transitions from part to part without really the predictable purpose that I can't predict. That is what really speaks to me and what really works for me. I feel very compelled when I listen to it, and I'm just fascinated from every second of the track to really see where it ends up going. It's kind of nice how everything comes together there at the end. The drum, like particularly for the final chorus, how the final chorus actually starts with only percussion. Like they kill the entire backing instrumental of strings or of synth or pads or whatever. You know, all they do is they keep the drumming there and really create a void of everything else while this high note is piercing through. That variation of the track is so refreshing as well, because yet again, it's another unpredictable chain of events. You feel like, okay, the song wants to have a finale because it's Eurovision, you know, you want these big finales in the songs because you're trying to sell the whole package and you've got 3 minutes to do so. So we expected, we Eurovision fans, like we think, okay, there's going to be a big final chorus. But the way that you actually introduce it, we expect there to be drums, but the fact that they actually kill all of the other instrumental inputs and just focus on the drums for this high note, that's so clever, because once the rest of the instrumental really joins in halfway through that little high note, you just feel like, yeah, this is the satisfactory release that we've really been, like everything comes together now. We were taken aback once more from like an instrumental switch up that I guess wasn't the most predictable, and now everything has come together, and it feels so rewarding, because you've been thrown off course so many times within this song, and now everything just adds up. All of these, you know, kind of quirky or unconventional ideas are now matching up into one cohesive unit towards the very end of the track, and that is really the main selling point, of course. But it wouldn't hit as hard if the rest of the track wasn't so, you know, I guess unconventional in terms of its writing before it, because you really feel like you need to be on your toes to really follow along with every line in this track, very much like a Radiohead song would do, I would say. And I really will stick to that comparison, even though instrumentally I don't think it's particularly similar, because you've got this kind of wide, huge orchestration within the song that makes it a bit different. I mean, it's a bit cinematic in terms of what it sets out to do there, but just the writing alone, these kind of uncertain movements and motions throughout the song, that is what really speaks to me. And then when everything comes together there at the end, it just feels like everything's been so carefully, purposefully planned, and that's really neat. I'm a big fan of this one. I feel like the songs are starting to pick up now when I'm going through this little playlist of Eurovision songs. I'm a fan of Crossroads here. Thank you, Daniel Zizka, and thank you, Czechia, for submitting this. Hopefully, it's a qualifier. Fingers crossed. I enjoyed this immensely. Did you also enjoy it? Let me know in the comments, please, if you want to. Hopefully, I'll see you as well again for the next video, which I suppose will be Denmark. And for once, I've actually heard there's a little bit of excitement about Denmark in Eurovision, which is very nice to see. So hopefully, or well, we will find out if I'm going to be going along with the little hype train for Denmark this year. You never know. Thank you so much for watching this video, though, about the Czech entry. Please write your comment. Please write your thoughts about the song in the comments if you want to. Take care of yourselves until next time. Bye for now.